Bridesmaid. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina, and
I got shit to talk about. So much.
I've got one of the best, okay, we've all been bridesmaids and know the journey that it takes. It is fun. It can be fun. It can also be stressful.
Yeah.
This post, somebody posted on Am I the Asshole Pod on Reddit, and I'm going to read this to you. They're both 23. She's been asked by her friend to be a bridesmaid, and they had to do 4 Zoom calls just to plan the engagement party planning picnic.
No, I'm out already.
No,
I'm already out.
Literally, this is
I'm
the thing.
already out. I do not have time for this shit.
Being a bridesmaid, it can be a lot of work, but it is so dependent on who the bride is.
1,000%.
100%, right? And their attitude towards their wedding, towards your friendship. You know, to me, I'm always blown away. And we grew up in the era of Bridezilla's the TV show. Okay.
Yes.
So I knew that this existed. I worked in a salon as a receptionist. Cassie, you, of course, no one ever wanted to do the bride's hair. It was like
I've done many a bride in my day. No, nobody wants to do the mother of the bride. That's what we don't want to do.
It's so stressful, right? Because it's just there's so many people who are entitled out there, and it never made sense to me. I was like, let's keep this as low stress as possible.
Absolutely.
There's so much other shit to stress about. Hanging out with your girls should be the least stressful part.
Now, I'm gonna send this post to you so that way you can put some of these pictures up in our carousel, because you guys saw so this is 4 Zoom calls to plan the engagement party planning picnic.
No, that's how you know that planning the actual bachelorette party is going to be you're going to be in hell.
There is a laminated guide.
Laminated.
Somebody went
to the fucking library.
When I saw that it was laminated, I was like, we're done. We're done
take
here.
that Canva subscription and throw it out.
Yeah,
throw
you
it
gotta
out.
take it away. That's not in safe hands.
It's Gemily, by the way. Hashtag Gemily.
That's Jem.
Gemily.
Wait,
because it's like what, Jared and Emily?
Yeah.
No, like that?
Jacob
and Emily.
Yeah, and Jacob just gets the J. But
that's it.
You guys, this fucking letter, so this request, as you know, you are one of my best friends. I love you so much. I humbly invite you to join me on the journey of the bridesmaids. It will be euphoric, magical, challenging,
euphoric is a wild word to use.
Totally
life-changing.
Life-changing for whom?
I don't
like not for me.
I don't like life-changing. I'm not.
This might be life-changing that's a threat.
That is
honestly.
a threat.
Yeah, because I'm like,
100%.
It's not going to be a positive life change for me. I can tell you that right now.
It sounds expensive. This will be a huge opportunity for everyone involved.
Opportunity. This sounds like a fucking MLM. Like, you're telling me, I know that there's a pipeline here. I know there's a pipeline. I know there's a triangle, not a pyramid.
Somebody's got leggings to sell.
Yeah.
Won't you join us? I know you won't make this difficult.
Excuse me? That's a threat.
Who wrote this letter and thought yeah, good. Don't need a second pass. No need to edit at all.
Oh my God.
No, you just submit. Just submit.
No, you don't want to make this difficult.
There is an update. So the bride, Gemily, found out that she had posted, because it's gone mega viral on Reddit and TikTok. So she's like, I just wanted to update you that the day I made that post, Emily blocked me on everything. And to be honest, I figured that might happen. I'm fine with it, but then came home to flowers and a note today.
No.
This note says,
danger.
I'm so scared.
I can't believe you would post what you did and embarrass me with your toxic lies. Never speak to me or anyone I know again.
Why did you send me flowers?
And
Lies.
just FYI, as unhinged and rude as you are, you can't take away from Gemely's potential. Don't be nervous. ...
Ooh!
I'm so
This
scared.
person isn't right. That's not.
No, what is
That's not
happening?
sound. That's not sound judgment.
The card says you're never getting rid of me.
No, I'm so sorry.
Except that you just told me to get rid of you.
I would love to.
This sounds like an A24 movie.
Oh my God.
Yes, I hope they're paying attention.
Oh my God. What if this is all some kind of a ruse? Like some kind of joke for like a movie that's coming out?
I mean,
that would actually be brilliant.
They had to know as soon as, she knew that this was going to happen because you cannot
Laminate
let something
shit.
get on TikTok with because one thing we didn't talk about is on that laminated sheet, it's do's and don'ts for using the hashtag Gemily.
It shows the
That's
size of her ring. It's like 3.5 carat or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, as soon as this got on TikTok, you had to know that all those people were going to flood the Gemily hashtag.
Yes.
They were going to flood that. They were going to, everything was going to be hashtag Gemily. Just like a picture of the sunset, a picture of my pasta at dinner. You know what I mean? Hashtag
It's true.
Gemily. Like,
It's true.
Of course it was going to get out. You know, there was no keeping this a secret. No amount of anonymous Reddit was going to protect you.
No. Oh my God.
No, this person is unsafe.
I'm
honestly
scared for your
That person
safety.
isn't well.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, the handwriting too.
You're
Oh
not
my!
getting rid of me.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
I know you won't make this difficult. I'm gonna put that on my next invite. Next time I invite you guys to a
Don't make
party,
this
my birthday party.
I know you won't
I
make
know
this.
you won't make this difficult.
That is a threat. That's oh girl.
Just what is wrong with people? I always thought that even whenever I was 14 watching Bridezilla, I was like, first of all, to be filmed behaving this way.
Yeah.
Secondly, with this woman as well, I guess the grooms know who they proposed to, but I'm like,
Does he?
I'd be like, I'm seeing some shit that I'm seeing some red flags during this wedding, because so often on Bridezillas, they would interview the groom or whoever, and they'd be like, she's normally such a sweet, normal person, and then we started the wedding planning process, and she just lost her mind. And I'm like, okay, well, if
I
that's
believe
true,
about 20% of Bridezilla, honestly. I think that some of those people get oh,
They play it
this
up.
made me. Of course, it's so,
Yeah.
and it's. I think that's why I never really super watch that show, because it's just so hyped. Oh, you're like, okay, you're getting.
all of those shows are like that. Half of the Learning Channel is that
truly
way.
Is
Truly.
learning that people will do anything for their 5 minutes of fame. That's what the
oh,
learning
yeah.
channel
That's
is.
exactly
I was watching.
right.
I was watching that YouTuber that I like, Kenny JD. She was covering a TLC show called I Love a Mama's Boy or something like that.
Ugh.
I fucking
Oh my
hate
God.
it.
Oh, it's awful. It's terrible. But at the same time, I feel like you, Cassie. I'm like, they're playing this shit up.
Yeah.
They have to be.
There's
I refuse
no
to
way.
believe
Yeah.
that it's like mom and son are in matching shirts.
I feel the same way about My Strange
She's brushing
Addiction.
his teeth.
I feel that
I'm
way
like-
about My Strange Addiction too. I swear to God, you cannot convince me that somebody is eating tissues and stuffing out of their couch.
Oh, I believe that.
Oh, God.
I do. I do believe it. Because I
don't want to believe it.
I don't think TLC has the budget to be making realistic looking
AI
You know.
videos from
Yeah.
back in the 90s. I don't
well,
think
maybe now it's AI, but yeah, I'm watching you shove that couch stuffing in your mouth.
Dude, I watched that one episode for that bitch that was in a relationship with that toxic AI,
My
Sinclair.
God.
And the other one that was on that show, she was just like, "Oh, I love to eat cigarette butts," and I was like, "What? What
I
the
need
fuck?"
to know what happened. See, if we had a My Strange Addiction show where it's let's get to the root. Let's figure out. Let's trace this back and figure out what happened to you.
Yeah.
Where did this?
we want to see your
and
talk
sometimes-
therapy sessions.
Yeah, sometimes they'll tell you like they know how it kind of started, but I'm like, that's exactly right, Cassie. I'm like, all right, this needs to be like that couples counseling show where I need to watch you in therapy work through this issue, because eating cigarette butts is wild.
Yeah.
Wild behavior.
Why would you even do it the first time in order to get the taste of it?
Was it a dare? Like, why? You know? But that's how all of this is. How did you start eating couch stuffing? How?
Yeah. Why would you put it in your mouth at all?
It doesn't happen by accident. I mean, some of them, I think it's like pica, which can happen whenever you're pregnant.
You crave certain things. My friend craved the smell of tires. So she would go into tire stores and just like breathe.
Tires do kind of smell good.
But she was like addicted to it. She was like, when she was pregnant, she was like, I fucking would be like.
My stepdad's mom ate dirt when she was pregnant.
But that's a pretty common one.
Yeah, because like there's like minerals iron in there. I think that your body smells and is like, you know.
Yeah.
I can.
My God, pregnancy is so weird and gross.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Truly.
It weirdly grosses me out. It's just like this alien is inside your body making you do things.
Making you do things.
Well, I didn't learn, as embarrassing as this is, but maybe this is like an indictment on our educational system. I didn't learn about a lot of the things that can happen in pregnancy until I was like an adult. Like I didn't know like your teeth could fall out. And shit. Like, and that it's like more common than people think. I'm like, oh, excuse me, what?
Dude, I'm like cruising into perimenopause, and we've had this conversation that people are just like, it could give you itchy legs. What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean itchy legs? Give you frozen
so
shoulder.
The body is so strange, honestly.
The itchy legs is a real thing, man.
Dude,
so
I know.
Real.
I have like the strongest, most hydrating lotion of all time. It doesn't matter. I just want to like peel my shins off.
Yep.
Is it
and
like
then I
all
scratch
over?
it so raw that it's like.
Me too.
Is it dehydration everywhere or specifically just your legs?
Just my shin.
It's and tops of my feet for some reason too are very, very itchy. It's wild.
For me, it's literally just my shins.
Women deserve everything.
I know.
So
we
true.
really do. This is insane. It's not okay.
Oh my God.
Oh.
No.
Well, I have to tell you guys something about one of my coworkers. I swear that I've told her about this podcast before, but I was telling her like, oh, she was like, I finally listened to an episode of your podcast. And she was like, girl, I have so many stories for you. I was like, she goes, when I lived outside of Berlin, she was like the most random people. She was like, that would come across my, like that I would,
profile?
Yeah. Like her profile that they would match with. She was like the number of like bizarre fetishes, the number of like really random insanity. So she told me the story about how she met this person on, I don't even remember. I think it's, I don't know. Can you tell me what this is? Is that Tinder?
Yeah, that's Tinder.
Okay. I'm hiding the picture because the story has pictures. So she met this guy on Tinder. They're talking. I don't think they finally made it to a date because some proclivities came to light.
Okay.
And let's just say that he was married, but he was in an open relationship. And what he was really looking for in a partner was somebody that he could put casts on.
Casts?
Casts. Casts.
Okay, we've got pictures that Cassie is showing us. Literally like leg casts. Specifically leg casts, it would seem like.
He's very specifically likes leg casts.
I mean, with your shin itchiness, I feel like that would be just torture.
Nightmare.
Torture.
Can't get to it.
So it didn't happen. But he did change his profile to this to because I think she was kind of like, you need to be upfront. Like,
at least lead with it.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yes.
Like you've got to lead with your, and you're not hurting anyone. But again, I need to follow this line back to the beginning. Where did the sexual interest come with the cast? Like, how did that happen?
His page is in German mostly, but it says, I'm looking for a woman who would have me put on a plaster leg. She doesn't need a real injury for this.
Oh, well. Thank you so much. So I'm so glad you clarified that.
Exactly.
Terrifying. Well, no. He must have like gotten one of his first boners like after breaking his leg or something like
wild.
that.
Or maybe
you know what I mean?
someone else,
his first
like
girlfriend or something.
Yeah, a girlfriend who was in a cast or a crush or something in middle school.
Oh my God.
So got to be close to her for the first time when he signed her cast or something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, to be honest, I'm like, whatever. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
not for me, for me, but at least you're leading with it now. And you're not hurting anyone.
No.
So fine.
I mean,
you know,
I wish there was money involved. I'd do it for money, probably.
yeah. Also,
you know,
to me, honestly,
if you cut it off afterwards, not my leg, the cast.
Does he have one of those little saws? How do you get it off?
Why does he have all the stuff to make a cast for me as well?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot going on there.
Well, he invested in his hobby.
Yeah, that's
Cassie.
That's true.
He's gotta.
Is this something
Cast
you
making
just
is
buy?
his passion.
Yeah. Is this stuff
I
you
love
just
that he
buy?
has to go like seek it out. Like he's married and his wife's like,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
not doing
that's
that
why
shit.
That's why they have an open relationship. Because when he first said that, I was like, is his marriage open?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's
but
like,
at
I've
the
had
end of
too
this
many
story, I'm like,
casts. I got shit to do today. You need to find someone else to put a cast on.
That's right.
yeah, 100%. I buy it now. I'm like, she probably is. She's tired.
Yeah.
She's like, it's
She's
fine.
like, yeah, do whatever you want.
It's like, go bother someone else with that. Yeah. No, it totally makes sense. No, one other thing I wanted to tell you guys about. I said last week on the pod that I've been watching The Pit, which is just incredible.
Yes.
Well,
I just finished.
TikTok, I haven't seen I'm on the finale, so I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers.
All right.
TikTok is like, oh, okay, you like The Pit? Okay, so you want to see Thirst Traps of Noah Wyle? I'm like, yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, then I get a TikTok from this Quinn app, which if you guys haven't heard of, I didn't know what it was, so I went and looked it up. It's like an audio porn site for women.
Okay.
They got Sean Hatosi, who plays the night doctor, like Dr. Robbie's friend.
Yeah.
To read a story, an enemies to lovers story about a chef. It's called Yes Chef.
Okay.
On there. And he's like, so they're interviewing him and they're like, why'd you decide to do this? And he's like, well, you know, I really liked what the Quinn app like stood for. Like for women are involved in it. And he's like, so much of my thirst trap content and everything online is out there and not under my control. He's like, I kind of wanted to do that. Like, this is coming from me, like kind
giving
of thing.
back
Like
to the community.
Giving back.
How nice.
So,
amazing.
Quinn app, if you're listening, you should definitely sponsor us. But I downloaded the app and I'm going to check it out and I will report back.
Okay.
To you guys.
Yeah, because I knew there was one called Dipsy that was out there that I think is similar.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know what you think. I like the idea of listening.
I do too.
something.
And they've got a lot of other people on there too. They've got the hot priest from Fleabag.
Okay.
Oh,
He's got a story on there.
shut up.
Yeah. What's it
I'm
called? Hold
listening.
on. I'm opening the. So yeah, you see Yes Chef.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
oh wait, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen The Pit. Yeah, but that
it's
guy
so
was like
good.
famous in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So his story, the hot priest, is called the Queen's Guard. And Meet Rob the Protector, voiced by Andrew Scott. In a small but powerful kingdom, Rob is the personal guard to a cruel, despotic queen. He can't let Mira, the leader of a growing resistance, get anywhere near her.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I might be more sold on Yes Chef. I think an enemies to lovers situation sounds good. But I know that romantasy, like dark fantasy, romantasy, erotic content is very popular. And also Adam Scott is, or not Adam Scott. Andrew Scott.
Well, Adam Scott is.
What if Adam Scott did one?
Oh, that would be weird.
A nerdy one.
That would be so weird. It
would be the weirdest one.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh my God.
No, the guy from New Boot Goofin. What's that guy's name?
New Boot
Lennon.
Goofin.
Yeah, from Lennon is his last name. He's from Reno 911.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Thomas
Just New
Lennon.
Boot Goofin. Thomas Lennon, thank you. Just New Boot
You know
Goofin.
who it would be like? What's the guy from I Think You Should Leave?
Oh.
That guy would. That would be
Yeah,
an
that would be-
unhinged erotic.
I think he's fucking funny as hell, and I think you should leave. I think it's. I think I'm probably the weird woman out on that one because I don't know. I don't think it's very popular among women.
I know women
But I think
who
it's so
enjoy
funny.
that. It makes me uncomfortable, but I do want to see that friendship movie with him and Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I do want to see that. That looks really interesting to me. Okay, so I did try and stay off Threads this week, right? Because we were on a progressive downward spiral on Threads. So I spent more time on TikTok this week. Cassie and I, we share a TikTok account. And so I apologize in advance to Cassie if you're getting a lot of jump rope content.
Girl.
TikTok's got me like, I'm about to buy a jump rope off TikTok shop. I'm like,
As soon as
I'm
I see
I
shop,
could do
I'm
this.
like, move. I'm like, why so many jump rope ads? God damn.
No, okay, listen. There is one woman who's like amazing on there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's got like a TikTok or like a jump rope routine to Salt and Pepper. I'm like, this is great. And then there was a guy on there who I'm like, new kink unlocked. Like, this guy fucking jump roping.
What you do with that jump rope?
in his hoochie daddy shorts, real strong thighs. I was like, you know what? It's a good way to get your cardio in.
Dude, I swear to God, TikTok really sometimes be like, this is for you.
Yeah, that's for you specifically. You don't even know it.
Specifically,
you don't know it yet.
Keegan.
Yeah, you don't know it yet, but you're going to really like this. Just trust
And
me.
Keegan, I apologize to you for all the German content because I've gotten quite a few, I'm sure.
There is, yeah.
Some
German
random
boyfriend
German
comes up
shit. Yeah.
a lot.
You know, you guys are like seriously breaking somebody at TikTok's headquarters because they're like, who the fuck is this person?
100%. Because we're attracted to like different types of guys too. So like there will be like thirst traps that pop up on there that I'm like, this is Cassie for sure. Like she did this.
You're like, that's a Cassie thirst trap.
But you know what?
Yep.
Sometimes things cross over like Only Parks. We haven't talked about Only Parks on here yet.
Only Parks.
Ooh, the best.
So good.
Oh my God. That is one thing. You know what? Look, I'm about to be as patriotic as possible right now. And that is to say that like one thing Americans are good at is making jokes.
Yep.
Like the National Park Service, National Park Service, they are a government
thirst trap.
Yep.
Whenever their funding got threatened to be taken away by this hellish administration, they were like, okay, all right. And now it's just every national park is posting as raunchy as it could be.
Yes.
To be talking about a park.
Yes.
Like,
so I'm literally adding all those songs to Spotify too.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
this shit's filthy. I love it.
Filthy.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing. And I do love that about the American spirit.
Yeah. We do persevere.
Because
that's
if you can't laugh, you're gonna cry.
No shit.
Is where we're at right now.
Oh, speaking of if you can't laugh, you would cry. We do want to talk to you guys, our audience. We're going to put a poll up in our secret Facebook. If you're not on our secret Facebook group, you can also go to our one-stop shop of website, myworstatepodcast.com. But due to our general ick on men these days, we're kind of considering retiring FMK. It's really difficult. A lot of times we'll find out a couple years later that somebody we were
I know that
gushing over
P. Diddy. I'm so embarrassed.
Dave
I know
Grohl.
that
Do
one
P.
of the,
Diddy? Yeah.
Oh, yes. Early on. Oh, yeah.
God.
Yes, of course we did.
Yeah, Dave Grohl was the one that popped into my mind. That you find out years later they have a secret baby.
Yeah.
Fetus. Ugh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, ew. Yeah.
There's
True.
it's too dangerous to play these days, it feels like. And also, so if you're a fan of it, write in. If you hate it and you're like, absolutely, we may bring in some like Reddit things. We may just do something else. If you have any suggestions, please write in and let us know. But we just wanted to check with you guys first because we love you guys. And our audience is the best. When Keegan, your response to the cat bite and somebody writing in their own cat bite story, like,
Oh my gosh!
I just
shout out
gonna
to
love our
Dorito.
audience. Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Dorito, and I
what a
will
great
still
cat name.
please, because in that story, so. I am going to reply personally to the story that someone submitted of having a similar situation with their cat Dorito, who bit them and it
Best
got
cat name
infected.
ever.
Yeah, an amazing cat name. And she said in that post that, or in that email that she sent in, that she wasn't able to attach pictures. She wanted to send us pictures of Dorito. We will take those pictures. myworstatepodcast@gmail.com. Please send them in because I would I want to see Dorito. But yeah, I could relate so much to her story because she was saying she's just like how much she was defending Dorito when she almost had to have surgery on her finger. So she's just like, no, he's a really sweet boy. It was my fault. And that's exactly how I felt too. I had to fill out paperwork to send to the state because Matilda bit me. And I was like, please don't come take my baby away.
Yeah.
Like
It's not her fault.
It's not her fault. She
got
baby.
stuck in the screen. It wasn't even
She
her
was
fault.
scared.
But yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like, I just feel so lucky that we've been doing this now like almost 8 years in a month and a half. It will be 8. And we have such a cool community of listeners, and we're just so grateful for you guys. So let us know what you think before we do anything and change anything. We wanted to give you guys a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then we'll come back with stories?
Sounds good.
And we're back. Okay, Christina, start us off.
Okay. This person says, my high school was a boarding school and we didn't have a lot to do. So going on quote unquote dates and having an unserious, uncommitted relationships were very, very common. At the end of senior year, my buddy asked if I wanted to go on a date at his house. And I said, sure, since casual sex was my thing at the time. Great.
Hold on. A date at his house.
Well, he was a commuter. So even though it was
I
a
see.
boarding school, I guess there were some people that lived off
When
campus.
you guys were kids, did you want to go to boarding school?
Yes.
Yes.
So
yes.
much.
Didn't we all?
Yes.
I
Oh
think
my
that
God.
Everybody felt like,
Girl, all I wanted to
we
do was
wanted to go to
escape
boarding
my
school.
home. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I was desperate. And I was so close, too. I was so close. But my parents were like, we're going to save the money for your college fund. And I'm like, why?
I won't be using it. Thanks so much.
Especially
Yeah.
because I got to go to school for like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Anyway.
there had to have been something when we were kids, like romanticizing or like boarding school seemed so like fancy and cool.
It seemed fancy and free. And, for me, probably not for you both, but for me, definitely Harry Potter played a role.
Yeah. Okay.
For
that
sure.
makes sense.
But
I visited
one.
one.
Visited
so-
a boarding school?
Yeah, because my friend and I did a visit too.
Yeah,
it was.
I'm sure they weren't as cool as we thought they were, but they seemed very cool at the time.
It was actually really cool. It was Mount Vernon Academy in Mount Vernon, Ohio, and it was really cool. It's a Seventh-day Adventist school, but it, is whatever. I didn't really care about the religious side of it, but it was actually really cool. And it was old and brick building. It was the dormitories were cool. It was fun.
I always wanted to grow up faster, which looking back now, of course, it's like enjoy your childhoods. But I wanted to grow up faster, and I had a good home life, but I was just like, freedom. There's so much freedom in being. It felt that way anyway.
Yeah. So his dad picks me up from school, and my buddy was very nervous. We get to his house, and it looks exactly like how you would expect a divorced dad who lives with his autistic son to look. Everything was Star Wars themed.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Oh, you're going to hook up in this house?
They had a life-size stormtrooper statue. They had a room dedicated to Star Wars merch. We sit down at the TV and he puts on Star Wars. I have zero interest in Star Wars. His dad was trying to be nice, and the only thing he knew about me was that I like Sprite. So he had bought me several Sprite variations.
That's really sweet.
Amazing.
Actually,
that's cute.
Dad is trying.
Not flavors, like he got a 2-liter of Sprite. Cans of Sprite. He said he heard McDonald's Sprite was good, so he poured me like 5 glasses of various Sprites and then went upstairs.
You know what?
Oh my God.
A Sprite taste test situation.
That's
what's
the name
better?
of this episode. A Sprite flight.
There is something, I don't know what is in McDonald's soda machines. Are they not different? Like, I feel like they taste different.
Every time I go, I have to drive from my house down to LA to the office. I make a stop at a McDonald's and I get a large, crispy Diet Coke.
They're crispier. I do think that they're. I don't even really drink soda, but there is something.
It's that fresh. It's the fresh carbonation of immediate carbonation.
Yeah, maybe they keep it. It's like a
carbonation.
a super secret, special carbonation level. It's running at a different frequency or something.
No, I did hear that McDonald's soda, like it has a deal with Coca-Cola, that it's a proprietary recipe for McDonald's.
That doesn't surprise me at all, actually.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. On Daily Zeitgeist, they're always talking about how, because we're such a, late stage capitalist society, that all of the scientists who used to be working on the the atom bomb or whatever are now focused on how do we make food as addictive as possible. Mm-hmm. Like, they are like magician scientists, and I feel like they are working for McDonald's.
No, they have to be. They have to be.
Yeah.
So my buddy and I started watching the movie. 30-ish minutes in, I got bored and made a move. I grabbed his arm and put it around me. He immediately got hard as a rock and put a pillow on his lap. She says, "Sweet, that's so cute." He then noticed the pillow and got extremely flustered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we know. Look.
So he pauses the movie and turns to me and goes on a 5-minute monologue about how I needed to move to the state our boarding school was in so that we could be together forever, how I was his one true love and that we were destined to be together. I didn't say...
Okay, I know from the fact that she called him my buddy throughout this entire story that she does not reciprocate.
Nope. I didn't say anything because I was explicitly clear beforehand that this was a casual ordeal. I was graduating and moving home in like a month. I just wanted to get laid. I looked at him a bit too long, though, because he started crying and moved away. I don't remember if I said anything or not, but I definitely shut him down. Remember, 30 minutes into the movie, his dad bought me all this Sprite and I made his son cry. I didn't know what to do.
Oh no. And you're like far away from your boarding school. Yes. Like you have to get back.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I need to fill the space, and I don't want to seem like I came here to shut him down, so I start drinking the Sprite. it's rude not to accept drinks. My buddy's crying and I'm knocking back like 5 glasses of Sprite.
So awful. You're just like sipping on Sprite, watching your friend cry. Like, oh no.
His dad hears the commotion and comes back down and knows something is wrong. But
Here's
he also
the commotion. How loud is he crying?
Oh no.
He also notices that the Sprite is empty. None of us know what to do in this situation, but his first priority was refilling all 5 cups of Sprite.
He's like, this bitch really loves Sprite.
I really feel for this dad. He's just doing his best, like single dad core, just trying.
Totally. Oh my God. So I end up knocking those back. I go to the bathroom. We repeat this cycle for like an hour. His dad eventually left the house and came back with cheeseburger and more fucking Sprite.
Just take me home. Like, just take me back to the school. Why are we doing this?
After literally 4 more fucking hours of this and finishing several Star Wars movies, I finally asked to go back.
Just Star Wars playing ambiently in the background.
To that noise.
He gave me the rest of the Sprite to keep, and I end up throwing it away. I haven't drank Sprite in years since this.
Sprite was there. There's leftover Sprite.
He had to go and buy refills when he went and bought lunch. So much fucking Sprite. 2 liters, cans, McDonald's.
Too much.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Guy.
Oh, man.
I kind of feel like that. I haven't drank Dr. Pepper since I got my wisdom teeth pulled out when I was 17. So my mom bought a bunch of Dr. Pepper and vanilla ice cream for this like first day or whatever. And I had like a lot of it. And also being on pain meds, it made me sick to my stomach. So now I can't drink Dr. Pepper without feeling sick to my stomach. Yeah.
Okay. I actually had a woman ask me out after some banter at the grocery store. That's actually a little surprising to me. I feel like men, I get approached by men at the grocery store. This has happened to me several times. I don't usually see women approach men at the grocery store.
No.
It's interesting. Okay. We were both the same age and recently single, so I went for it. We live in a smallish city, so we had seen each other before, but didn't have any friend connection at all. The first date was pretty chill. We got along well and ended up on a second date, which also went well and ended with us having sex. That's when she started really opening up about herself, particularly that she had just been released from the local mental health ward after a 2-month detention related to a psychotic episode that occurred after her last relationship ended.
Uh-oh, don't be nervous, ... Don't
be
nervous. Don't be nervous.
Like you're in bed after just having sex. You're like, this woman seems...
She's like,
normal.
I know you won't make this difficult.
Can't get rid of me, or whatever the fuck that card said.
Shit.
Apparently, the episode involved her driving through town at high speed, trying to outrun the police because she thought they wanted to kill her.
Oh,
Turns out,
honey.
yeah, this is an ill person. Turns out she was under court-ordered supervision due to her condition, which required her to have some medication administered every month. I don't know a lot about it, but recognized that I was way in over my head and needed to extract myself from the budding relationship and started politely distancing myself from her. But she was persistent and increasingly aggressive.
Oh, no. This used to be my fear in my 20s.
Yeah.
Because
it's still a fear of mine. Because you don't know.
The women in my family have, so bipolar runs in my family, and it's just always terrified me because you can just be going about your day and then have an episode this happen, and it's so terrifying to me. It's just that you just can't know what would set it off or trigger it. Schizophrenia too. I knew a guy in 7th grade. So he was one of my friends, and all of a sudden something switched for him. I guess it happens in sevens, like 14, 21. So he was 14, and he thought a whole bunch of his classmates were out to get him. He set the bathroom of Centennial on fire.
Oh shit.
And has never really recovered.
That stuff makes me so scared because I truly don't know if there's anything scarier that can happen to you than your mind betraying you.
Yeah.
You know, because there's what are you supposed to do about it? And to you, it's real. Like whatever is happening for you is real.
Yeah. So, like her thinking like the cops are trying to kill her. Like I believe she's in that moment.
She thinks that
100% thought that was real.
But I also respect this guy for being able to say like, okay, this is more than I can handle. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong. You're 2 dates in with being like, oh, this is going to be more than I can take on.
I don't mean to take us on a tangent here, but have you guys seen the lady who was posting? She's been posting about the guys in Austin, and it's like 2 people's names, and she's like, and the frequencies, and they're sending out the whole comment thread is like, girl, yes, I believe you. You should probably go to the hospital to have that checked out. Everybody is. You can see like everybody's not like nobody's making fun of her in the comments. Everybody is consistently like, no, you're absolutely right for sure.
That's really actually
you should definitely
nice
see a doctor about that. Yeah, I was
on the internet because the internet can be such a shitty place sometimes. It's really nice to see people just being like genuinely concerned, and wanting her to get help. You know, because it's not. Nobody wants to be in that position mentally. Like it's not a choice people make, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. She would show up out of nowhere. Like she knew where I was going to be. So I talked to the police about it and they didn't care as long as she was taking the meds. They left her alone. I kept sidestepping her for another few weeks or so before she seemed to fully get the message. But that didn't stop her. It actually escalated to a situation that involved her pulling a knife. That is when the police got involved and assisted me in obtaining a no notice protection order from the court. Luckily, the judges knew her file and provided the order without much explanation. She was permitted to challenge the no notice order after she was served with it, but the court declined her application. The order expired 6 months ago, and I haven't seen her since, not even in passing, so I think she may have left town altogether.
Poor baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rough situation for everybody involved, right? You know, like
quick acting for them to like. I don't think I've ever heard a woman's story go that way.
No, I mean, but he did say he went to the police first, and the police said didn't do anything, you know, because she was taking her meds. So
nothing you can do.
What are you going to do? I mean, that's the thing about stalking cases that scares me the most is just even if they know that somebody is mentally unstable, they're like, well, they haven't done anything to you. So what, they're following you around? Okay, well, until they do something, we can't do anything.
Until they actively kill you. Great. Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Yep.
Jeez. Yep. Okay, so this story was from a few years ago, and it goes, I had been single for a couple of years and was finally feeling like I had my life together enough to look at for my next Mr. Right. To increase my chances of finding this rare specimen, I joined several dating sites. Plenty of Fish is responsible for this story.
Stay off of Plenty of Fish.
Been a minute since we've had a POF. All right.
Does POF even exist anymore?
I don't know.
I bet it does.
I'm sure.
I bet it's like the Kmart of dating apps. It's like
we're
there,
going under, but we're still here.
Clinging to life.
Dude, I can't even imagine what dating apps must be these days, because you know they're shoving fucking AI into everything. So I'm sure there's like AI Tinder.
I mean, I know I just said that I stayed off Threads, which I mostly had this week, but I wasn't able to sleep one night and ended up like scrolling on Threads. And one of them was one woman had shared a conversation that she'd had on a dating app. And then a bunch of other women in the comments were also sharing conversations that they had like screenshots with men that they'd had on dating apps. And it's, absolutely fucking not. I saw that and I was like, no, thank you. I'm not doing this. There was one of them did use AI in a reply, very obviously.
It has that like the fucking M dash. It's like, it's not this, it's this.
And then the one that sticks out to me the most is like they were having a back and forth, and then he was like, hello, like she went away for a while. She comes back and she said, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, my dad died or my grandpa died. It was like one of those. Mm-hmm. And he replied and said, I'm so sorry. And then right underneath that, do you like sex?
Oh, no.
I was like, you know what? No.
Actually, not anymore.
I did. People don't know how to act out here.
No.
I'm not getting on these apps. No.
Oh my God. Dude. I'm so sorry. Do you like sex?
Do you like sex?
Do you like sex?
Anyway,
so sorry about your dad. Anyway, do you like sex? What?
She's probably over it by now. I sent it in a separate text. It's not like he sent it all in one message.
Like a comma. Anyway, this fellow's profile listed him as 6 foot, animal lover, highly successful and responsible, who also possessed a childlike whimsy that could charm the coldest of hearts. Well, he didn't say anything like that, but I appreciated the fact that he was taller than me and had a job.
Honey. Oh, that's Pisces behavior. She just created a whole fantasy around this man.
Totally. His few pictures looked good to me, so I was in. We had chatted for a few days online, but not wanting to waste time with pointless messages exchanging. If there was no chemistry, I began suggesting a brief in-person meeting to ensure that we could start to be in the same room for any length of time. Try it. Guess suss it out, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I got the sense from his replies that he would have preferred to continue messaging forever and never meet, which should have sent me packing. Yeah. But my ability to misread situations is unparalleled.
The Pisces behavior.
Totally.
She just wants it. She wants it to be good so badly that she's like, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine. It turned out we lived in the same neighborhood. We met at a nearby bar for a drink. Now, I'm a tall woman. I do not like to judge anyone based on their height. I do, however, judge those who lie about their height. I'm 5'11", and this gentleman, who had claimed to be 6 foot tall, was several inches shorter than me. As the resident tall person, Christina.
Yeah. It's happened all the time. Yeah. 5'10" means 5'8".
Yep.
6 foot means 5'10".
Well, and the thing that men don't seem to understand is if a woman is tall, and you can correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I don't think I am. If a woman is tall, I don't think she's lying about her height. No. Like if she puts that she's 5'11" on her dating profile, she is 5'11" because she knows that men have fragile egos.
That's right.
And she wants you to know that she is 5'11". So how in the world did you think you were going to get away with this? And maybe he didn't, and that's why he never wanted to meet in person. He knew.
Right. That's right. He knew. When I stood to shake his hand, I was treated with a clear view of the top of his balding head. A further detail he had omitted from his pictures. Still feeling game, I was willing to set this small fib aside. After all, doesn't everyone sometimes feel inadequate? And try to make it up in silly ways, like adding a few inches of height. I resolved to not mention it and give him a fair chance. This is very Pisces.
Nicer than
it
me.
Is. Yeah, this is very Pisces behavior. You're like, I can put myself in your shoes.
It's fine.
We all feel insecure sometimes.
Yeah. He launched into conversation immediately, telling me in great detail about his day at work. He worked as a house painter. He painted interior walls of houses. His boss had brought beers to the site that day because the work on the house was now complete. He glibly apologized for having already consumed several beers and being tipsy. I laughed this off. I like to have a good time too. Work beers? Maybe not yet. Now that's a cool boss. Good for you for finding a job with such cool perks. This is the most Pisces. Like,
I know.
Yes,
Sadly.
sure.
I think every day I thank God for my Earth placements. Just keeps me tethered to the ground.
Yeah.
Little skepticism.
Yeah. You got to have a little bit
here.
of 100%.
Next, he told me that he had declined an invitation to a wine festival that day in order to meet with me. He was glad, though, because at events like that, he always got really drunk and lost control. I didn't ask for specifics on what he meant by lost control. My patience level was beginning to drop. This guy had painted himself as Mr. Steady Reliable in his profile, and we're both in our late 30s, and I wasn't looking to meet yet another party animal. At this point, I mentally assessed the situation. My drink was half gone, and my date had not yet asked me a single question, but had done all of the talking. I resolved that if the situation hadn't improved by the time I finished my Caesar, I would bolt. Like,
fair enough.
All right, you're getting Caesar salad. That's it.
Yeah.
Sometime around this point, he sighed, rolled his eyes, exasperated with life. So I have to go to court on Monday, he complained.
Oh, no.
He explained to me with barely concealed pride they had recently been caught doing nearly double the speed limit on a major highway.
Okay, hold on. Double the speed limit on a major highway?
So like 140?
Like,
right?
Yeah.
120 to
at least 120. Yeah. That's insane.
That's pretty
as somebody with a lead foot, that's crazy. Getting up to 120.
I get
we know
scared.
how lead my foot is. I would also be like,
I get scared when I get over 90.
Same.
I really do.
Same. Oh my God. I caught myself.
I'm like, oh shit.
I caught myself coming back from Sequoia and I was like, man, I'm really like zipping past people. And I looked at my odometer, or not an odometer, the speed thingy.
Speedometer.
And I was like, yeah, up over 90. And I was like, oh shit, we gotta cap it at like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I'm usually around 83, 84. And I'm like, okay, I'm be fine doing this. But beyond that, I'm like, oh, okay. No.
He'd been caught doing nearly double. He had to go to court because he had amassed a large collection of unpaid speeding tickets.
I'm out. The Capricorn. Bye.
My drink wasn't yet finished, but I sure was. I slapped a 10 on the table and stood up to leave, saying, "Nice to meet you. Gotta go." I think
You're
I actually
in your late
ran.
30s. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this is not. No. We're
He
adults.
managed to text me, "You are really weird," before I blocked him.
Oh God, just Arrested Development.
Weird, sir. Okay.
Yeah, that's like such a huge turnoff for me.
Same.
Keegan, Arrested Development.
Yes.
Same. Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to be your mom.
Yeah.
Not interested. Yeah.
No. Ugh. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then we'll come back with the Tainted Love?
Sounds good. And we're back.
Okay. I want to thank, we should check who, I think it was Heather that tagged us on TikTok.
Heather Wisniewski.
Yes, longtime listener. We see you. We love you. Thank you. I had not picked my Tainted Love for this week. And then I watched this episode, Betrayal, Secrets, and Lies on Hulu. It's called The Bible Study Kidnapper. And I
locked in already.
listened to a 2-part podcast too. All of this is going to be in our show notes or on the website. So definitely worth watching this, but I'm very excited to share this story with you. So Danielle from California, extremely religious upbringing, but she was very popular and friendly in high school, had a lot of friends. She's very tight with her family. She actually had a very serious high school boyfriend who named Billy, who proposed to her right before her senior year, but heartbreak ensued because her dad was military, and so they end up moving to Hawaii. So they broke up.
Well,
Young
I do
love
think
separated.
don't get engaged when your dad can still move you somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're not grown up enough to get married.
Coming from the person whose family was military moved a lot
in the military. Yeah. I mean, just as a general rule, maybe don't get engaged in high school, but that's coming from the old head, 36-year-old me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she recovers from her heartbreak, finishes high school, goes to college in Illinois, and that's where she meets Chad. And it is love at first sight. She is like, that is the man I'm going to marry. He is also very Christian. He's ambitious, pursuing a degree in finance. And they just
for a man in finance.
I've seen the same thing.
Sorry.
But Chad is like, Danielle is very like understated and sweet and everything. Chad is like, he loves to do everything big. So they have been dating for 2 years.
This is youth pastor energy for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just like really religious, but theatrical. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, exactly right. He's theatrically religious. So 2 years they've been dating. He rents a limo. He buys her this expensive dress, takes her to a dinner theater, and at intermission, he's like, oh, I got to go use the restroom or whatever. He ends up back on stage with all the performers doing this huge proposal to her, which she accepts. But that just kind of shows you.
Good for him. Lucky for him, she accepts. Yeah. How embarrassing.
And Chad was extremely involved with planning the wedding, wanted to be in on the details. And they did premarital counseling, where he laid out, he's like, I want to be the provider, and I would like very much for you to be the mother and run the house. I don't want you to work. And she's like, bet, I'm totally down for that.
She's like, say no more.
To do that. And she had been on her own, handling the finances and everything like that for herself. She's good at it, but she was like, you know what? I didn't love it. And he was getting a degree in finance. So cool. You go do this. I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So she was very happy with the arrangement.
Listen, I love that she's happy with the arrangement. The only thing I'll say is, having now listened to an insane amount of 48 Hours in Dateline podcast episodes, the number of women specifically in relationships who have no clue what's happening with their finances. See also Real Housewives, because I feel like this happens every time they get divorced on Real Housewives too, where they're like, I don't know.
Kind of see me. I said also kind of just see me. I'm the one who makes the money and Chris handles the money. So I just think having
a general understanding of what's happening with your finances, just a quick overview, maybe once a month, take a look at things, because that's all. I don't like handling shit like that either. If I had someone who would do it for me, sounds great. I'm just saying, just maybe take a look every now and again. Take a look at the bank accounts.
Right. Yeah. So out of sight, out of mind.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
kind of important.
Exactly.
Yeah. So after they're married, they end up moving to a tiny town in Illinois called Erie. And it's where Chad had grown up. They went to the church he grew up in. Everybody in the town knew him. Very popular. Very much youth pastor energy. They were doing skits in Sunday school, really awkward.
We all went to church with that couple, the grown couple who were in all of the skits and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So there are a lot of skits that they were doing. They were having fun. Chad was studying to get his license to be a financial advisor. Everything's going well. So this is their first year as a married couple. Chad ends up coming home, holding Danielle's hands with a shocking confession. He had a sexual encounter in the bathroom with a man. So Danielle's and he's like, I need us to go to counseling right now. He was very regretful, apologetic, everything like that. So they go into counseling, and they do couples counseling and separate counseling. And in one of the separate counsel, the guy was saying to Danielle, like, you can divorce for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, very religious, but I'm telling you, like, you can divorce.
It's an option on the table, right? Like, nothing wrong with working through marital issues, if that's what you want to do, but just as long as you know that you have another option if you want it.
Yeah, but Danielle's not hearing any of that. She's like, I made a promise in front of my family, in front of God, like hell or high water.
I think this is the thing that I keep running into with these people. By these people, I mean really ultra religious people. It's okay to admit you were wrong. It's okay to be like, you know what? I did this in front of my family, in front of God. Okay, well, undo it in front of all of them. I don't know.
I do understand the embarrassment. Like, sure. I do get it. Like, yeah, there's a certain amount of embarrassment that comes with stuff like that, and feeling like you were wrong, and all of the energy and effort and money and everything else that goes into a wedding and all of that stuff. And then on top of it, being very religious and feeling like you're letting people down and all of that stuff. It's not a small thing. So I give her
totally
therapist a lot of credit for actually saying it.
Yeah.
Right.
That it's just like, it is okay to say, actually not for me. And it's not even necessarily that you were wrong. It's also just like you didn't know what you didn't know, and you tried something and you thought it felt right at the moment, and it wasn't right in the end.
Yeah. No, Danielle's not having it at all. So like, even though the counselor was like, you shouldn't probably divorce, she's going to stick beside him. And a couple months later, she's pregnant with her first kid.
Oh, okie dokie.
Problems are now in the rear view. They end up like their first kid.
Not.
Their first kid is easy baby city. Like, she's like, this is fucking great. Like, being a mom is fantastic. We have a perfect life now. The family, like, my man messed up, but he admitted it. We went to counseling. We worked through it. He has now become a financial advisor. His business is taking off. 5 kids quickly follow after that.
Ooh,
so
hold
now
on,
she's
6 kids total?
Spit out
6 kids. Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah.
6 kids.
Holy.
Yeah. But his business is taking off, and, he eventually is like, we need a bigger home. He finds this huge house, moves them all into, like, Danielle's like, again, one of these like understated frugal people. So she's not all about the flashy lifestyle. She likes to do things herself.
You might not need flash, but you do have 6 kids.
Yeah.
You do have 6 kids.
You do need a few bedrooms.
You need a few bedrooms.
So they move into this new place, and Chad ends up renovating the basement for his office, for his workspace. One of the things that's really weird that she's like, why do you need a king size bed in your office?
In your basement office?
Yeah. And
Seems
he's like,
unnecessary.
well, I work until all hours, and if I want to crash.
And your actual bed is upstairs. It's not like you need an apartment in the city because you live in Long Island or something. Like, you're working in the home where your bed is.
Yeah.
And so he's like, hey, I want to make sure that we're on the same page, with how the house is kept. And she's like, whoa. Like, I don't tell you how to run your business. You don't tell me how to run mine. Like, because he's trying
preach,
to tell
girl,
her
preach.
to clean on certain days. You should do dishes on this day and at this time. And you should dust at this time. And dusting's kind of like a big thing, because I guess Chad's this huge collector of precious moments.
Oh my God.
Dear
Christina.
Barbara, what?
No.
You're
absolutely
joking.
fucking not. They're red flag. I'm so sorry. Like, look, like what you like. Have whatever hobbies you want. If I went over to a man's home and he had wall-to-wall precious moments, I'm sorry. Is your name Agnes and you're my grandma? Like, why? Why? It's so fucking weird.
It's so fucking weird. I'm sorry.
I don't know anyone under the age of like 70 who collects precious. You're either 70 or you're 3 to 5. That's it. Like,
oh my God. I know. I'm sorry. Knew that was going to be a detail.
We gotta keep the precious moments dusted.
Yes.
Free of dust.
And Danielle also says on the podcast that I listened to that she's like, whenever she hates confrontation, hates it. But whenever she did finally be like, bring something up that was bothering her, like Chad would be like twist her words back to her and just be like, his common phrase was, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay. Like, you're overreacting. That's not what happened at all. Like, you're making a big deal.
You're being hysterical.
Pretty much. Yeah. So 15 years go by. We've been married for 15 years. She's got 6 kids under 15. He starts buying a shit ton of property, like tons of property. He's going to renovate them, rent them out. It's extra income for the family. But it also means that he's working all the time. And it's getting to the point where he's no longer coming upstairs to sleep with Danielle. And she's like, I'm starting to feel like roommates, it's important to me, and I feel a lot of distance when we're not sleeping in the same bed together. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. It's no big deal. Like, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, well, it's a big deal to me.
Say mountain and molehill one more time.
I know, seriously.
Say it again.
Cassie's like, I will burn this house to the ground.
Yeah. And another thing that Danielle said he starts doing at this time is he starts writing down conversations that he's like going to have with people. Like if he's going to do a big pitch to get somebody as a financial advisor, he writes down the conversation and then would like silently practice it.
All right, listen, I'm not going to say we all haven't done this in the shower, right?
No,
where you think about a conversation that you need to have with somebody and you're like, I'll say this and then they're going to say that and then I'll say this. But it doesn't ever happen that way.
Yeah.
It never happens the way you imagine it in your head. So going to the lengths of like writing it down and rehearsing.
Yeah.
Babe.
So
delusion.
He was doing that because he had a really big upcoming meeting with a couple at his they were Sunday school teachers, that kind of thing. Like he'd grown up, he'd known the Van Oostens like forever. And they had recently come into a shit ton of money. So he was going to pitch to be their financial advisor. And so they hear him out. He does this whole big pitch, but they're like, you know what? You're really early on in your career. Like, we love you, but no. Like, we want
someone more established.
Yeah, we want someone more established and more senior. Chad's totally dejected about this and starts spending all of his time buying more property, renovating property, just being away from home, completely away from home. So he just is like, you know what? I'm going to focus on these properties. I'm going to sell my financial advisor business, and I'm going to set up a storage business. I'm going to run a storage business. Like meet me, Danielle, like for tax reasons, we're going to put it under your name. So meet me at the bank.
Are we? Okay.
She shows up at the bank and notices for the first time in daylight, she hasn't seen this motherfucker around. She's busy with 6 kids. She's like, he looked really disheveled. Like he hadn't shaved. It was just very unlike him, And so she started to get worried at that point. Like something is off.
Like, are you dying and that's why you're putting everything in my name? Like, what's happening?
What's going on?
Right?
And so then she gets home and she's like, one of her kids is like, oh, I had a fun project for Dad last night. He had me wrap a sledgehammer in tape for him.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. You said a fun project for Dad? Tell me about this. What?
Yeah.
Also, maybe don't involve your children. Wrap it yourself. I mean, don't do it at all.
What
but
a
like,
fucking
you know what
weird-
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The handle was yellow. And so he texted his oldest daughter and it said, hey, do me a favor, wrap this all in black tape and I'll get you a special present. She's like, okay, Dad, and does it. And he's like, okay, great. You'll get your special present later. And then another kid goes up and tells Danielle, hey, I woke up in the middle of the night and I think Dad's mad at me because I saw him dressed all in black and he yelled at me to go back to bed. Danielle takes this information and does 0 things with it.
Amazing.
Like,
Cool.
I'm not trying to victim shame, but that wouldn't you be weirded out
Yep.
by?
I would I would have been out at precious moments, but yeah, like
I mean, I would have been out at. I had a sexual encounter.
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
bathroom.
But
I would have been out.
because
I would have been out at the beginning where he was like, let's go to church together.
yeah, I mean, I guess if you are somebody who's really just playing, if you are somebody who is really conflict averse, then I could see justifying the sledgehammer thing, right? Actually, because it's like he's renovating houses. Maybe it's for grip or something. You need to wrap the handle of the sledgehammer or something. I don't know.
I don't think about that.
I don't renovate houses, right?
Your Pisces brain, man, just wanted to give people the benefit of the doubt.
But
That's so smart, though.
That's
it
wild.
could be, right? And but the dressed all in black in the middle of the night thing, that's what are you doing? Like, I would have to bring that up, I think.
Let's actually talk about the difference between all of our brains because Christina, you were like, oh, it's for grip. I was like, it's to cover up the yellow handle so nobody can see it in the dark.
No, I mean, obviously, I think that's
like
the
sneaky
case,
snake
knowing
shit.
what we know. But if she's trying to rationalize to herself, right? Like, what could be a rational reason for him to need this to be done? Like, that could be a reason. I don't know. But the dressed all in black thing, I mean, I'm having trouble coming up with a reason in the middle of the night you'd be creepy crawling around the house and yelling at our children. I don't know what that's about.
She's texting him. He is not really responding. She ends up going to bed. It's 11 o'clock on February 8th, 2017. Everyone's asleep at their house. State police and the FBI bust down their door.
No.
Like in the middle of the night. She's not wearing her glasses. She can't see anything. They're like screaming, guns drawn. Where's
This would be
Chad?
so scary.
Where's Chad? Where's Chad? She's like, I have no idea. Like, he was renovating rental properties. They're like, is there some place to hide in this house? And she's like, I mean, I don't know, like hide and seek, like whatever. And then he goes, where's the Van Oostens?
Oh my God.
So she has no idea. At this point, the Van Oostens have been missing for 3 days. So the day before the police break down her house, a woman in a bank asked for a $350,000 cashier check from their savings account. So she then has a church flyer that she slips to the teller saying, there is a man who is going to kill my husband if I don't walk out with this check. We are in danger. Please call the cops. So they let her go with this cashier check. And they see her like get into this car and drive off. They call the cops. And so the cops start investigating. They pull video. They see the car drive up. They see her get in. They're like, okay, so we got the car and the license plate on video. Check. So we'll check that out. Also, let's look at the cashier check and see who it's made out to. Oh, it's Chad's LLC.
This dumb motherfucker right here.
And look, this is a small town of like less than 1,000
Jesus
people.
Christ.
So they're like, oh, look, that's Chad's car.
Christ.
So Chad had broken in to the Van Oosten house using the sledgehammer. He had a voice changer. He ends up sitting in the kitchen for hours while the Van Oostens are asleep upstairs before finally going into their bedroom, tasing the man and basically, like, with his voice change box, telling the woman, "Where's your God now?"
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stuff of nightmares.
Damn.
So the FBI ends up finding the car, and they're like, they have it pulled over and then speeding off. Really high speed chase. Finally, Chad crashes the car and they get him out and they're like, "Do you know why we're chasing you?" And he's like, "Yeah, because of the Van Oostens were kidnapped." Like,
Jesus Christ.
In the back seat of his car, they find big roll of plastic, a saw, and a shovel.
Oh, Jesus.
So they're like, "Fuck, we gotta find these people." They're searching all the rental properties. They get the address from Chad, who confesses right away to kidnapping them. They find the address and they're like, they're not here. They search the whole house. The only thing that's weird that they find is a computer with a closed circuit video. And they see a windowless room with handcuffs on the wall and a mattress. And they see the Van Oostens laying on the mattress.
No.
So they're like, where the fuck are they? Like, it's closed circuit, so they have to be nearby. It takes them forever to finally, like, they end up moving a dresser in a closet and they find this, like, random trap door. And basically, like, they lift it up and 8 feet down, they see the room where the Van Oostens are. Jesus. And they are very weak, but they are alive, even though they've been, like, tortured for 3 days. Like, they're, like, old. They're, like, an elderly couple. And they have been, like, chained to the wall. And he basically told them, like, if you scream, if you try to escape, like, I know where your kids and your grandkids are. And I will take. So this poor elderly couple have been held there, like, trying to stand. At one point, they were, like, hanging from the ceiling. It's just terrible. But luckily, they are alive and they were able to rescue them. So why the fuck did he do this? Well, because he's flat fucking broke. He embezzled, fraud. He was never certified to be a financial investor. He was skimming his own parents. He stole $400,000. He stole $300,000 from his grandmother. And he had spent 2 years building that dungeon. And he never paid the contractor, by the way, that did the work on it. So what the fuck? He spent 2 years planning this.
And where did that money go? You stole $400,000 from your parents, $300,000 from your grandmother. Where did that money? I know you got a lot of kids, but where did that money go?
Yeah,
how are you flat? Like,
he was not really working. He wasn't doing, like, financial advice. He was just taking money in. They were going on big vacations to Yellowstone and the Grand Canyon. They got this big house and the property and everything. Jesus. He was just up to his eyeballs in debt. But I'm like, bitch, you planned something for 2 years.
Yeah.
And your plan is to get this woman to go into a bank and make out a check to your fucking LLC in your car. You spent 2 fucking years planning it.
Yeah,
you
not
fucking
very smart.
Idiot. Like,
well, none of this. His long-term
Christ.
thinking is obviously impaired. None of this was sustainable at all. Like,
none of this.
You have no money coming in because you told your wife not to work. You know, you're not even being frugal in the situation that you're in. You're going on vacations. Like, you were not thinking this through.
Wow.
Whatsoever.
Honest, when I watched this episode, I thought to myself, Danielle's and those kids are incredibly lucky because this is family annihilator behavior.
Yeah, it is. It is
100%. Yep.
One ton. And in fact, like, Danielle moves out immediately. She never really liked that house anyways, so she moved back with her parents. They end up going back with her dad to, like, clean out stuff. And she's like, every time I went into his office, she's like, I would find something new. Insurance fraud, credit card fraud.
Christ.
so many insurance policies on her and the kid.
Wow.
Worth millions.
See?
It's just like insane what she found in there. She found out like tons of written conversations with lies about her in there that she's recovering from brain cancer, some wild ass shit like this. So yeah, she's just like, she files for divorce immediately. And he's writing letters from jail, like just still trying to control and manipulate her. But one day she ends up getting a letter. It just says it's from an Eloisa May. So she opens it and it's like written in this weird Southern accent. Howdy there. Howdy there, Missy. I'm a Eloisa May. You don't know me, honey child, but maybe we can remedy that with this here letter.
This isn't a real person.
Sorry, Samuel Clibbins. What?
This is not somebody who's living in reality.
No.
At all.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What in the Mark Twain wrote this letter is happening?
Oh, don't do that to Mark Twain.
She's like, I could see
I already did Samuel
Clemens. Came from the jail. And who, even if they talk like that in real life,
no one's writing like that. Nobody
like
that is insane.
So Eloisa May goes on to say like her husband was an alcoholic and she left him and that caused a ton of problems with her kids. And he ends up killing himself, and then she blames herself, basically saying, like, I never should have divorced him.
I would be so insulted.
Stop it.
I would be so fucking insulted that this is my husband, who I've been married to for over 15 years, thinks that I'm an idiot.
That's exactly what she said.
Yes.
She said, I cannot believe, like she says, does he think I'm a fucking idiot?
Yes, is the answer. He absolutely thinks you are dumb as rocks.
God,
that he could get away with that. But I swear to God, they read passages of Eloisa May's letters on this fucking episode.
Girl.
I was crying. It was so funny to me. I was like, just this guy, and when you see pictures of this fucking guy, fucking guy is sitting in his jail cell writing, "Hey there, sugar baby." Like,
oh my God. Like
girl.
this is like AI level. If you told AI to write, this is exactly what it would spit out. Like, oh my God.
And then honestly, I'm like, oh, that's so funny. Like, thinking about how he would write out his conversations and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, this totally makes sense for who this person is. Oh my God.
You know, it's really good that he didn't go down the path of becoming an actor. He'd be the most insufferable methody type actor in the world. Horrible.
So in 2019, he's actually sentenced to the max for like unlawful kidnapping and all this stuff. He gets 60 years. Okay. So he's basically going to spend the rest of his life in jail.
Good. Goodbye. Goodbye,
Danielle has to get a job, so she becomes an online English tutor, and she has a knitting YouTube called Knitting Nicely. Where she'll sell you little crochet patterns and teach you how to do the different knots. I checked it out. She has like 4,000 subscribers. It's adorable.
Oh my God. That's cute.
And she's on Facebook one night. She's scrolling and she notices a familiar profile.
They don't tell me it's Eloisa May.
Oh my God.
Billy.
Oh my God.
Billy was going through it. He had posted, he wasn't really on Facebook, but his fiance had just passed. So they reconnect, and she's like, listen, this is what I've gone through. And he's like, listen, this is what I've gone through. And they start talking all night through Messenger. Then they FaceTime. they got back together and they got married over Thanksgiving dinner. So her and Billy are back together.
They got married over Thanksgiving dinner. That is so cute.
Yep. So Danielle is now with her high school boyfriend, Billy, and learning how to love and trust again.
Oh my God.
She's like, it really helped. She's like, I wasn't interested at all in dating because I didn't think that I could trust anyone ever again. But she's like, with Billy, she's like, I knew Billy.
Yeah.
Like,
you know him.
known him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your whole life.
I love this for her. I wish them nothing but happiness for the rest of their lives.
How old are her kids now? Are they like still?
They're kind of like adults in the adult, or they're all teenagers, older.
Okay.
Some are out of the house and everything like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot for them to go through as well.
Yeah.
But
Imagine.
Jeez.
definitely recommend watching the episodes. The Betrayal series, that podcast, is bananas and terrifying. So it's definitely worth checking out. But that is the Bible Study Kidnapper.
Wow. Thanks, Heather, for recommending that.
Wow. What?
Incredible.
Insane.
Dude, the precious moments.
No, you got me with that. You got me with that one.
and Eloisa May. Those two details for me, I was
this
like,
corny
what?
ass motherfucker right here. Okay, this plays into what I've been watching, because I watched the Trust Me, the False Prophet documentary.
Yeah.
Really good.
Was
I
it
was
good?
like, I don't know if I need to watch this. Like I've seen like Keep Sweet,
Yeah.
you know, but
That's why I
is,
haven't checked it out
no,
yet.
totally different. Totally
Okay.
different. So what it is, it's like, it's after Warren Jeffs was arrested and then they stopped hearing from him, right? And so the community was kind of in free fall, and Warren Jeffs had also issued this decree that no one was to have sex or get married while he was locked up.
Okay.
And then they just didn't hear anything else back from him. So it did allow for another guy to kind of step in and be like,
Power vacuum.
I'm actually the prophet now. You know, Warren Jeffs told me that I'm the prophet now. And when I say, like, this Bob the Builder looking motherfucker, like this, like corny ass, it's always the corniest ass
I
bitches
know.
you've ever
I
seen.
know.
He's in like a white leather jacket. It's
Ugh.
horrible, right? But he manages to like convince these men to like that he's the new prophet and to give him their daughters, their wives. So he amasses, and of course it's, you know, there's underage wives and stuff as well, quote
There
unquote
always
wives.
is.
And so this woman goes there, and it's like her and her husband, who was a music video director, and they moved to Colorado City, which is like, you know, 98% fundamentalist FLDS people. So they go there, they become friends with in the community, they befriend the community, and she basically infiltrates his like sect, becomes like friends. And this guy, because his ego is what it is like, film us for we're gonna make a documentary. So like, so there's
like, no problem.
so much footage, and so she starts working with the FBI, like to expose this guy. So it's really good. This guy is, again, he's so fucking corny. He's out of his mind. He's convinced. At one point, I don't want to ruin anything, but at one point they make a music video with all the wives like singing, because he's convinced that the Queen of England belongs to him and needs to become one of his wives. So he's like, if we make
Elizabeth?
this yeah, Elizabeth, our girl Elizabeth II.
No.
Yeah. That if she just knows about him, that she will come and become one of his wives. So they have to shoot a music video.
Girl, I need to watch this shit.
Girl, you sold me. Sold.
Yeah.
I know this.
And you will get what I mean. This man looks
Yeah.
like I'm just like, this fucking guy. It's
I know.
always like that. Like I felt like that when I was watching the Nexium documentary too.
Ugh.
Keith Raniere playing volleyball, and I'm like, this guy?
Ew.
Really?
Ugh.
Ew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, man. What about you, Cass? What are you watching?
We have moved back into our apartment from the temporary apartment. So we've watched so much shit. We're just catching up on like everything. The Rookie, the like Hunting Party. I love that show.
I was looking into kind of starting that just to have a show going.
Really good. You will love it.
Okay, cool.
Keegan, you'll love it for sure.
Ooh.
It's really, really good. Yeah, so it's just been that kind of stuff. High potential, you know.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into anything this week. This week was a little turbulent for us, so we're still like kind of in rewatch mode, not really watching. We're rewatching Sopranos now. Oh my God, I have such a crush on Edie Falco.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's amazing. Have you seen
incredible.
Nurse Jackie? She's so good. Edie Falco is just
Edie Falco is incredible.
Yeah.
So,
I watched like the first couple seasons of Nurse Jackie, but then I didn't get into it after that. It was like too stressful.
I finished it, but yes, it was stressful.
So stressful.
Yeah, that's sometimes how I feel too about watching Sopranos. Like, and James Gandolfini. Oh my God, what a fucking incredible actor. But it does start to stress me out if I watch too many episodes in a row, because I'm like, it is so stressful to watch people make bad decisions. You know what I mean?
Very much.
Oh God.
And that show is so good. I watched it for the first time a few years ago. I watched the whole, like all the seasons. And that show is so good, but it is, I could only watch a couple episodes at a time.
Yeah.
Because for the reasons that you're stating, and also because it was kind of the beginning of that anti-hero sort of thing that started happening, that is now very commonplace in shows and movies. But these are bad people. They're all really, really bad people. And you get to know them and you feel for them, but they're bad.
There's no good guys, because even the FBI, those people are fucking
Everyone's
shit
terrible.
too. Everyone
and that's
is
stressful
shitty.
to me too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I am looking for something new to sink my teeth in. I've had the Forsytes on my list for a long time, and then also Masterpiece did Count of Monte Cristo, and I really want to check that out because I love Jeremy Irons. I have such a crush on him. So
I want to watch DTF St. Louis.
I don't know if you're going to have such a crush on him in this particular role, but yeah, I mean, he plays like a prisoner, and it's like the worst.
It's all gross.
Yeah, it's all gross.
He always plays the bad guy, though.
No, he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy.
Oh,
just that his character is like gross prisoner, beard, grown out, cripply old man. Like it's not. Like,
now you don't know what Christina. What new things can be unlocked. You know for what? Her, maybe.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You enjoy.
I'll put him in a cast and.
Oh my God!
I gotta go.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you guys have something that we should watch, if you have a Tainted Love recommendation you want to tag us in,
yes.
If you just want to say hello, go to our one-stop shop of a website. It is myworstdatepodcast.com, and we love you so much. Cheers.